My dad and I traveled to Egypt May 31st through June 11th, 2001. We had personal English-speaking guides, Wanda and her husband, Abraham, and their two sons, 7-year-old Hassan and 5-year-old Ali. I learned a lot, and it was a fun place to visit. I played in the Mediterranean Sea all day long with my new Egyptian friends. I went swimming in a lot of nice swimming pools. I really liked the big water slides. And my dad and I took a banana boat ride in the Red Sea. When I came to Africa, I thought it was going to be all just sand. But it's not all just sand. It's nice, and they have cruise boats and stuff. And now what I've seen a lot that I didn't think it was going to be like. But now it looks just so beautiful and so nice. And they have all kinds of flowers and stuff. Egypt is located in the northeastern corner of Africa. About 5% of the country is where people live along the banks of the Nile River. River stretches over 900 miles in Egypt, and the river stretches a total of 4,000 miles throughout Africa. Ancient Egyptian history dates back to 3200 BC. Egypt's ancient history is divided into 7 periods. The more recent history begins in 332 BC and is divided into 9 periods. The official name of the country is the Arab Republic of Egypt. Fall and winter temperatures vary between 60 and 80 degrees. In the summer, it gets between 80 and 105. Egypt's population totaled 66 million. They speak Arabic, however, most understand and speak English and French. Egypt is a cradle of civilization, the land of the blacks, the heartland of Nubians. The ancient Egyptians were black and once were the leading people on earth. The black Egyptians were pioneers in sciences, medicine, architecture, writing, and were the first builders in stone. The Step Pyramid at Saqqara is the largest complex and historically the most important in Egypt. The Great Pyramids of Giza are very close to the everyday life of the big city of Cairo. The pyramids are very big. Look closely, that's me standing. The pyramids are square at the base. The length of each side and the height are equal to 2.5 football fields, and each block is at least 10 yards or 30 feet long. My dad and I also went on a camel ride, and Hassan and I rode horses near the pyramids. Next, we went a short distance to the Sphinx. People are unclear how the nose and lips were broken off. Cairo is one of the world's most crowded and poor cities. It's Egypt's capital and the largest city in both Africa and the Middle East. The city has more than 16 million people. That's twice the number of people in the state of North Carolina. Alexandria, the country's second largest city, has a population of 5.5 million people. The city of Cairo is a mixture of the old and new. It has just as many KFCs, McDonald's, and Pizza Huts as any city in the U.S. We always felt safe, but we were a little nervous. While we were in Egypt, the world's most wanted man, Osama bin Laden, were somewhere in the Middle East videotaping his warning to America. His 2 top aides are from Egypt, the ones who planned the attack on America. Egyptians welcome American tourists like we are their brothers and sisters, and we are. Most Egyptians thought my dad and I were Egyptian. It was cool to be in the same place where so many important events happened in the Bible. Egypt is the only other country besides Israel where the Holy Family visited. This is the fortress of Babylon, and next to it is a hanging church. The church was later built on the site where Joseph, Mary, and Jesus stayed. The church was founded by St. Mark. We considered it holy ground. So like Moses did in Egypt, my daddy took off his shoes and we both knelt and prayed. Look closely at these paintings on the wall. They were discovered under a thin layer of paint. Christians had to worship in secret, and this is how they hid any evidence of their faith. In the early days, Christians were punished for their faith in Jesus Christ. The Christians in Egypt belonged to the Coptic Church, and today they remain small